We're about 4 episodes into the series now, and I don't think I've really explained why I picked Leeds United. Now, a lot of people that have watched the previous series will know that I normally only pick a team that aren't expected to stay up, meant to finish rock bottom, and then I try and keep them up. But this time, obviously, I've picked a team that aren't expected to finish bottom, but they do have very high expectations, which increases the likelihood of me losing my job. Basically, that is the reason I picked Leeds.
Nobody asked.
In the last episode, despite a very positive performance at home to Chelsea, we ended up losing by a goal to nil in the 85th minute through this Timo Werner penalty that we gave away against the run of play. But to be honest, after looking at the fixtures after the Chelsea game, I thought to myself, no, there's some winnable games here. We have Bournemouth, who are in the relegation zone. We have Brentford, who, we probably could beat at home. And it has not gone to plan at all.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
In the Bournemouth match, which did follow the Newcastle game, we lost by 4 goals to 1. Yes, you've heard that right. We lost to Bournemouth by 4 goals to 1. And Dom Solanke scored twice against me. I don't know how much lower my expectations for this team can go anymore. We then took on Brentford at home, and Joe Gelhardt was making his first start of the season for us, and he scored with this lovely chip inside the box. Brentford then did equalise through Rico Henry, but then we got a penalty, and Mateus Klick then put us ahead. As we went into injury time, Brian Mbeumo then scored on the cusp of injury time to make it 2-2, before Pontus Jansson scored in the 96th minute to win Brentford the game. Oh, and then we went to Liverpool away, and we didn't concede just 1 corner. We didn't just concede 2 corners. We conceded from 3 different corners. It has meant that we now go into our game against Nottingham Forest knowing that this is now a relegation 6-pointer. Did anyone have episode 4 and their proudly sweepstake about when I was going to announce that it was going to be a 6-pointer? So there was a raft of sackings in the Premier League just after I finished playing the Chelsea match, as Eddie Howe was sacked by Newcastle, Mikel Arteta was sacked by Arsenal, and Antonio Conte was sacked by Spurs. Should have done their own YouTube series then, because then, they wouldn't have lost their job, because I don't seem to be losing my job at the moment. And I'm performing just as badly as they are. I also got some fantastic news, because during the training session, Luke Ayling managed to break his arm and then put himself out for 7 weeks, which means he now joins Patrick Bamford on the treatment table. I also found out that the under-23s are being paid £10,000 because of their win over Oldham in the Papa John's Trophy. And I haven't really taken much notice of that competition this season because I've got more important things to be doing. I found out we got knocked out of it. I really should have signed Juan Mata and Marcelo for the under-23s now. This would never have happened. My assistant manager came to me with some advice, telling me that I should put Rafinha on the corners because we're not getting much success from them at the moment, and it feels like we would get more success from them if he was taking them. But I thought I'd go one better by putting Rafinha and Rafinha on the corners, because then I don't know who's taking the corner, and if I don't know who's taking the corner, the opposition certainly won't know. It really is a foolproof plan. Well, it was a foolproof plan until the central midfielder Rafinha then got injured against Bournemouth. Chris Ramsey has also joined the club as a technical director, the same bloke that got QPR relegated from the Premier League, so he has the experience if we need him. Before the Brentford game, the press asked me in the interview just before the match that they felt like I didn't feel any pressure at all. I don't feel the pressure. You can't put pressure on me. See, the only difference between me and Jose Mourinho is that Jose Mourinho has actually won trophies to back that up. I haven't. And before you say it, the Pakistani Premier League that I won on Twitch once like 2 years ago, and the championship with Huddersfield after spending 150 million in that league does not count. I was also then slammed in the press just after that 3-2 defeat against Brentford because they said that I was unwilling to experiment and that I was not deviating from the 4-2-3-1 formation I've played for the previous 2 months. I mean, I probably am going insane because they do say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And because of that 3-0 defeat away at Anfield, we have now lost 5 games in a row. Normal service has really resumed here. And with the first relegation 6-pointer on the horizon, I've decided to change the formation again. Yes, I've changed it again. So we're going to adopt the 4-3-3 with the 1 defensive midfielder formation because the 4-2-3-1 is not working for me anymore. But I've had to reshuffle the defence a little bit because of a raft of injuries that we've had in recent weeks. Jamie Shackleton makes his first appearance on the series playing at right back as Luke Ayling is injured. I've then also had to put Stuart Dallas at left back because Junior Firpo is out for 2 weeks. It means Pascal Stroik and Diego Llorente will be my centre backs. Robin Koch, Adam Forshaw and Mark Rocker will be my 3 central midfielders in this match. And of course Rafinha and Harrison will be my wingers. And Joe Gelhardt, who I brought back into the Leeds United first team and then scored in his first start for me, will lead the line for us. And it may look like I have quite a full bench, but a lot of those players are unfit. Like, I have had to fill it with loads of unfit players. Yeah, I'm just about to go into the game. I have realised that Nottingham Forest are just below us in the league, and I think if they beat us, we end up in the relegation zone. I mean, we could be in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I'm saying we, because it's my fault that we're in this predicament. But for the first time this season, this is the sort of game where I feel quietly confident we're going to win it. Like, Nottingham Forest, they're struggling. Their team clearly isn't good enough for the Premier League. Our team is definitely good enough for the Premier League. It's a game that I really should be getting all 3 points from. And if we don't get the 3 points, I do look forward to being in the boardroom half an hour after the game. The media also asked me a few more goals would help, wouldn't it? I mean, you can say that again. Oh, great. I've just realised Forest are playing the exact same formation as us, so it looks like I've just copied their homework. Nottingham Forest inevitably got the first highlight of the game as Joe Lolly played the ball across the box with Taiwo Awoniyi to hit a goal, but then Pascal Struijk managed to get his foot in the way and put it out for a corner. And the highlight just went on and on and on without anything happening. Yeah, until Jack Colback then fired it over the bar. What a monumental waste of time that was then. It was pretty much all Forest this match. We weren't really getting a grip on the game. And then Johnson played the ball into the box at Awoniyi to then head at Meslier. And lo and behold, the highlight happened yet again as Johnson played the ball in the box at Awoniyi to head straight at Meslier again. Wait, hold on. I can feel something in the air. It feels like I'm going to get absolutely battered this match. Oh, and if you wanted to see whether we did have a chance in the first half, we definitely did, as Mark Rocker then fired the ball well over the bar from 30 yards out. Oh, that's really tested Forest there. We needed to score the 9 goals. Pascal Struijk then played the ball back to Meslier, and he decided to dally around with the ball on the goal line. But obviously VAR or goal line technology said it hadn't gone in. I mean, I feel like you guys have seen this highlight so many times this year. I haven't. You know, I barely played the game this year. Actually, how many hours have I got in the game? Wait, 66 hours? Oh god, that's really bad, isn't it? And not for the first time this series or in my entire YouTube career, it was 0-0 at half time. Anyone have that in their sweepstake? How long it was going to take me to say that? Here's a video of me just clicking some random buttons and hoping that they'll work and, you know, there'll be a tactical masterstroke in the second half because we done fuck all in the first half. 10 minutes into the second half, we got a free kick and Harvey Elliott put it into the top corner, which was then the point I questioned, when did Harvey Elliott come onto the pitch? Because I didn't sub him on and I didn't start him either. It was at this point I then realised I must have misclicked something and I've accidentally subbed Rafinha off in the first half of the game and brought on Harvey Elliott. I must be breaking new grounds in Football Manager series because now I've done something which I didn't want to do and it's actually given me some success. Maybe if I could do that for the rest of the season, we might actually get somewhere this year. At around the 71st minute mark, I wanted to make a change and I decided to bring off Joe Gelhardt to put Daniel James up front. I know, if you're going to ask why I did that, I don't know. But as I came back out of the tactics screen, Adam Forshaw then put a free kick into the top corner. I think what's the most astounding thing as well was that before this match, I set up my set piece takers to be Rafinha, and both of them aren't in this match, and we've scored 2 free kicks. I mean, who saw that coming? I wasn't for sure. God, I need some friends. But we did manage to hold on to that 2-0 lead and secure maximum points at the City Ground. And what a result. What a result for us. You know, we're going to shoot up the table now. We're going to turn our season around. And I'm going to start the next episode by saying what an idiot I am because we are struggling again.